Hey, what's up? If you haven't heard, I recently put out a new CD, and I've talked about it quite a few times. And so there's 9 songs on this CD. It's called Hill Country Foot Stomp because it's hill country music, and that means kind of a North Mississippi based on certain guys like R.L. Burnside, one of my huge influences, and he has a style called Hill Country Blues. I played foot drums on this as well, so this is all, there's the only drummer on it is my feet. But again, this came out pretty recently, and a huge thing is right now it's being judged to be nominated for a Grammy for Best Contemporary Blues Album. Super, super excited. And another thing, so when you put out music like this, you have to promote it. You have to do a lot of things, like I do ads in magazines, or I get interviews and things like that. But a huge thing as a musician is you want reviews. And so the best blues magazine out there has been around forever, Living Blues magazine. And this issue here, this is the new issue, they reviewed the CD, and it's a great review. Here it is. Bam, bam, bam. You can see right there. And so it's really a great review because it really, I guess my purpose in music is really coming through in what my style is, and even the term Janky, which represents kind of my music style. And let me read a little bit of it here. Let me get my glasses. And it's really a good review. I wanted to share it, so maybe this. So this is Janky, Hill Country Foot Stomp Reverb Unit Records. That's my record company. With his gritty North Mississippi bluster and a seemingly unhinged attitude, Janky, as he's known by his unlikely moniker, is a true traditionalist with considerable credence. He's unabashedly honest and authentic, thanks to a drive and delivery that brings back memories of Mississippi Fred McDowell, R.L. Burnside, Junior Kimbrough, and all other icons that burnished the blues in the ramshackle environs of Mississippi's rural hill country just south of the Tennessee border. So, real quick, if you see on my wall here, I have all of my my influences, my heavy influences in the music that I play. And so I commissioned these paintings here by Clay Stinnett, one of my favorite artists. But I've got Jesse May Hemphill. I've got Mississippi Gabe Carter. And then of course my mentor, Reverend K.M. Williams, up there. And then of course I've got Junior. I've got R.L. Burnside. And I've got Mississippi Fred McDowell right there. And so those are my influences, and I love that it's coming through in print from an opinion from a great writer. It says, look for those aforementioned pioneers. Like those aforementioned pioneers, Janky relies on a steady stomp, an unrelenting groove, a minimal amount of chord changes, and most especially an insurgent attitude. So those guys did the same thing. There was not a lot of chord changes. It was very simple music, and that's the beauty of it. What they did was this amazing thing with simple music. They created some songs they'd never change the chord. They never change, but they did something amazing with that, and that is what makes the blues hard. Anyone can play 12-bar blues, a 1-4-5. But what can you do with that to make it different? And those guys did that. So I'm really very thankful to those guys. And then here's one of my favorite lines. Let me see here. My favorite line is, he taps in tradition in order to reclaim its resources. So on the CD, it literally says right here, it says, if you like this music, please go listen to the musicians from North Mississippi, especially Junior Kimbrough, R.L. Burnside, and their children who are working hard, continuing the musical legacy of these great musicians. And so this recently came out as well. So I produced and recorded, engineered, mixed, and mastered this. This is Robert Kimbrough's new CD, Pain Won't Stop. This is a great CD. The sound that Robert creates on the CD is different, and it's blues, but man, it's got this really good reverb guitar tone. Great. 8 songs on this. It is great. It's great. And it's homage to his mother right here, just as she passed away. So there's a lot of soul, a lot of great feeling in this. This is awesome. So let me continue. 8 taps with Janky playing practically all the instruments and keeping the constant pace, accompanied only by the predominant harmonica solos of his colleague Cody Cotton, my boy. The songs mostly maintain a similarity in sound, effectively blurring the distinction that exists between one track and another. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. The exceptions, slight though they may be, come in the form of the wailing opener, Ain't No Reason, It's Just Because, and the volatile Let Her Go. And yet those are the only slight variations at best. It takes the sizzling bottleneck guitar that intros Damn These Old Long Days to slow the proceedings to a crawl, only to pick up tempo once the song is unleashed at full throttle. So that song kind of goes on, and then it just has this break, and it's just this romping, stomping, I don't know what it's called. So ultimately, it's left to the final song in the set, the jaunty North Mississippi Amazing Grace, a takeoff of the traditional hymn featuring a sinewy violin, I can't pronounce that, to smooth out the sentiment. Rhythm and reverence coincide, even as the song drifts along toward the final fade. And it's interesting that once we were mastering that, I wanted to keep the final fade, not fade out, but the violin player, she's amazing. I sent her some information on rough mixes on the track, and I just said, I want you to just really play with this, and she doubled a viola and a violin, and it's probably my favorite part of the CD because the end of the song, it's this angelic sounding violins, and they just kind of dissipate and just resolve to this beautiful reverby. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. I really love that. It ought to be apparent by now that Hill Country Foot Stomp is a minimalist offering in every regard, partly evident by the fact that it boasts only 9 songs in all. Still, Janky and Cotton managed to wring a bucket full of blues from these performances, all the while staying true to their juke joint origins. Bam! Credit them with an ability to maintain authenticity and still keep it consistent throughout. Man, that is really, this is by Lee Zimmerman. Thank you, Lee Zimmerman, for really analyzing my music. And again, like I said, this is a huge part of being a musician. When you put out stuff, I want to get feedback on my music, and because I record this stuff in a vacuum, and Chuck Ebert, when he said he wanted to master it, it really helped bring it out because he pushed me on the mixes, and we just went back and forth on every song, back and forth. I can't hear the kick. You need to bring the kick up. The vocals are too loud. The vocals aren't loud enough. Blah blah blah. On and on and on. The bass is falling out. Blah blah blah. The guitar is too loud. So we just went around and around. You got too much compression. And he's always, Scott, you got too much compression. Leave the compression to me. So these are all. But when I'm working in a vacuum, I'm just going by what sounds good to me. So I'm very, very honored again to have another great review. They did a great review of my last CD, which was Holly Springs, Texas, and Robert Kimbrough played drums on that, my boy here. And then, so yeah, there's a lot going on right now. 2020 sucks. It sucks real bad, but it is an opportunity to record and write music. And I've been writing a lot of music and doing a lot of stuff. And here in Austin, I got my boy Cody Cotton. We're just tearing it up, and very good time musically. There's a lot of things to write about right now, and we're slowly starting to get some gigs and things like that, get it worked in, because in Austin everyone has a patio with a stage, so there's a lot of places, a lot of opportunities to play here. Thanks to Living Blues. It is an honor to be in a magazine that has had such great musicians and just kept a real line on the blues for people like me. I have a subscription to it, had a subscription to it forever. I even go and buy old back issues. You might have seen me post that, like if it's an R.L. Burnside issue, I'll get this. And, you know, I just love to catalog all that stuff because I am ultimately a lover of blues, and I just happen to be able to play guitar. And so that's why, you know, I focus on the things that I like and the things that sound good to me, and I just mimic that. You know, I could tell my wife that I'm really not that good at anything. I just pretend to be, and that's the way I guess most creative people feel. But please go out and buy this CD. It's really, really, really good. I can't stress it enough. The guitar sounds, you've got Kenny Kimbrough on this, so Robert's brother and the drummer for Junior Kimbrough plays drums on this. You got Lee Stafford. I drove to Ashland, Mississippi and recorded this CD for Robert, and he's had a lot happen to him, man, but it really comes out in his music, the soul, the feeling. My favorite song is probably Candy Girl. And it's just this, oh man, it's just so beautiful. The way it starts and everything. So you can go to robertkimbroughsr.com. So that's robertkimbroughsr.com. You can purchase this, you can download it, or you can buy the actual physical CD. He also offers physical CDs that he signs. You can go to getjanky.com, getjanky.com, and you can buy this. You can buy the digital download. And another really cool thing is one of my favorite musicians, Bill Abel, wrote my liner notes. Thank you, Bill. This is an honor because this guy is the real deal. He's played with the real deals, and so just thank you, man. Thank you so much for this, because this CD is really close to my heart because it's fun. And so you got my foot drums. That's the kick. That's the snare, and I got my boy Cody Cotton there. Love this guy. Just took him hunting. We had a good time. And you know, it's a funny little side note about the first time that we jammed together. We were upstairs in my studio, and the drummer was there, and everybody was there, and then all of a sudden, I think I did a quote from "You See Me Laughing," the R.L. Burnside, Junior Kimbrough. And he's like, yeah, that's a quote from "You See Me Laughing." I was like, uh-oh, this is my guy for sure. So there you have it. Again, you know, go out and get some good music, help support us, man, and say a little prayer for my Grammy entry. That would be so awesome to be Grammy nominated, but the CD is that good, without a doubt. The CD is awesome. Please go check it out. Just let me know what you think, man. I always love feedback, and thanks to Living Blues Magazine. Yes, thank you. Stay healthy and stay safe.